What's up? It's your boy Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. So tonight I have my esteemed guests, of course, Funeral Man, from the Torture Chamber, Torture Talk, Reese, King of the North, and my homie Anthem from BLG Bootleg Gang. So tonight we're gonna delve a little bit into the hip hop, the female hip hop world today. I recently did recently did a review of Cardi B's album "Am I the Drama?" So off of that, it stirred a lot of controversy and a lot of dust coming up from a lot of the current mainstream hip hop female MCs, even though Doja Cat dropped last week, which we're going to get to in a little because I want to ask the opinion of you guys what you thought of the album.
So the Doja album did just drop?
Yeah, Doja's album dropped this past Friday. I actually listened to some of it. I'm going to try and do a full review this weekend, but it's pretty good. Like I like.
I'm gonna check that after this post.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a little bit. But anyway, a lot popped off recently, and yesterday morning, I think it was this morning or last night or what have you. But anyway, Nicki Minaj came out of nowhere, and basically bombed on Cardi B. First, when Cardi B came out, the day her album came out, Nicki Minaj out of nowhere had to say that her album's going to drop, I believe, March 26th or something like that, to kind of kill the energy of Cardi dropping on her day that she came out. And then an argument came out about the record sales because Cardi, I believe, did her 205,000 copies in the first week. Nicki Minaj's last project did 228K or around the same. To me, that's pretty much the same thing, But if you want to get, brownie points for an extra, 20K sales or 23,000, whatever, But anyway, and basically a cat fight broke out. So we're going to talk about this. First, we're going to talk about the Twitter beef. And we also going to get into the Ice Spice situation after that. I want to play this clip courtesy of the Breakfast Club. And we're gonna go and do what we do, stop and start, and give our opinions on that, and talk about how this is good or not good for hip hop culture.
Nicki Minaj are back again for another round of who is the better female rapper. They're going at it on X.
How ain't nobody rapping? I ain't going back and forth about who the best female rapper. Ain't nobody rapping.
Nicki Minaj has an album coming out in March, and Cardi B just dropped the album. So let's talk about it. So, okay, Cardi B's album, there were reports that a lot of people were reposting and congratulating Cardi on that. Cardi had sold 200,000 units the first week after she entered the Billboard 200 chart, and she claimed the number one position there. So yesterday,
very respectable number, by the way. Dropping a clues bomb.
Very much. Absolutely. So with that stat, this would make Cardi the first female rapper in history to see her first two albums debut at number one, because she did it with Invasion of Privacy, and then 7 years later now she's doing it again. Now Nicki Minaj comes to Twitter because that stat she was not impressed by. Not even was she not impressed. She's implying in her tweets that Cardi B's numbers are inflated. So Nicki Minaj tweets to every enabler, never provoke a writer while they're, and she has the pencil writing emoji. You join the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now. March 27, 2026, which is when her project is coming out. She hashtags Rock Bottom Nation, Rock Inflation, Rico Nation, you fail. Let the reindeer games begin. We hashtag win again. So then there were tweets from Cardi that said,
the goddamn riddles.
You must have missed me, huh? Crazy ? Now kiss my feet. Nothing more annoying than a bored bee. So Nicki Minaj had reposted to her Insta story a Twitter account that said, despite false reports, Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper to have an album cross 200K units the first week in this decade.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on that. So, see, this is kind of what I'm talking about. That I talked about on my last podcast, that about how a mainstream female hip hop is more like WWE, because it's so focused on numbers and just metrics, and nobody talks about the quality of the music. And I want to get your take on that, because to me, they both sold around the same to me. If Nicki wants to, tip her feather to that she got a couple more sales out of that, that's whatever, right? But I mean, to me, it's basically the same. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, as to why it's so focused on really just numbers. And I have a theory about that, but I'll get to it.
I can answer that first. Because
go ahead.
number one, you know what else is WWE?
What's that?
Maurice would agree with this. Battle rap media.
Okay.
Yes.
WWE is fuck. Where some people focus on views, some people focus on status, some people focus on bars, and other people just talk shit till they get too far. I'm not surprised female rappers like this, because I don't want to say generally, but a lot of females are like this. They like this type of drama. Ironically, the album is called Am I the Drama?
That is true.
The answer is yes. And I may be wrong about this, but I could have sworn I've heard that someone said that Cardi predicted that Am I the Drama first week sales was going to beat Pink Friday 2, because WAP, not necessarily because, but WAP and Up being added onto this album would play a factor. So I'm not surprised that with the first week sales, they're not including the sales that WAP and Up already has, but apparently it is being counted when it comes to a platinum status.
Yeah,
So,
I hear conflicting reports on that. They said something where the actual first week numbers won't contribute to the first week numbers, but the overall sales would, because it's actually double platinum now, So I don't understand how that works, because how's the album like double platinum, but your first week sales are only 200K? Yeah.
Well, I could tell y'all the reason why she put those songs on there, because those songs are platinum. They don't count album sales. They count singles as album sales now.
Okay.
So if your single sells, so let's put it. If your single streams over 3,500 streams, that's counted as one album sale. So because those two songs was already massive hits, she put them on there, and now that kind of counts as album sales on that one album now. You get what I'm saying? So, but I want to say something about with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a very smart woman, bro. Yeah. She's not stupid. Like, she's intelligent. Like, some people are just smart, but she's intelligent. She used phrases that I think people don't understand, like the reindeer game phrase that she's saying. She's basically saying, like, she's the outcast in this whole situation between everybody, and they're kind of blackballing her. I don't know why she would think that, but this is what she's saying. And that's why she said, let the reindeer games begin, because Jay-Z and Rock Nation, Egg the Stallion, Cardi B, all of these people, everybody make it seem like Nicki Minaj is like this obscure person. And truth be told, Nicki Minaj is doing this. She's doing all of this, really, to be honest with y'all, because she doesn't want to be irrelevant. She wants, even though she hasn't dropped no music in a while, I don't care who it is, Nicki Minaj is going to go on the tear. She went at Kim. She went at every female artist that people said that was above her. She took shots at them, every one of them. So I want
to follow up to that point that you made. But see, I think I get what you're saying, but I think it's kind of contradictory to say she feels like she's the black sheep or the outcast when she has the biggest female fan base. Yeah, she's got the biggest fan base.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying this is what she's saying. I'm not saying that.
I don't know, but see, that's the thing. Like, but Reese, that's where the contradiction comes in, because it's like, okay, you trying to play the the underdog card now. You know what I mean? But everybody knows you got the bigger fan base out of everybody, and you got the biggest online media fan base. So it's like, can you really say you're the outcast? You know what I mean? And play it's. You know what it is? I hear what you're saying, but it's a little bit like playing the victim role. Like, they're all ganging up on me doing a 20v1 or whatever, when she's the one that starts the shit.
And fan base wise, I also put her. Remember when I compared Eminem to Nicki like a while ago? We spoke about Mount Rushmore of like certain decades.
Yeah.
This is almost the same thing here. The difference is M don't say nothing. The fans speak for him.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying to y'all is, I agree with y'all. When she used phrases like reindeer games, she's basically saying that she's the outcast in this whole situation. I'm saying, I'm agreeing with y'all. I'm saying that how are you the outcast in this situation? Like, how? You're the biggest one out of all of them. But you know what it really is? Nicki Minaj is a very narcissistic person. And she 100% wants to be recognized. She doesn't even care if she has the biggest fan base. It doesn't even matter to her. She look at it like, if you get more attention to me, just a little bit more attention to me, I got something to say about it.
That's
problem. How she is.
But just to counter that, Reese, the thing about it is that what is it? It's propaganda. And it's good that you said that she's a smart woman, because it is propaganda. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to make it political, but this is like a move Trump does. You see what I'm saying? Like, he knows he's the bad guy. He knows people are going to look at him in a certain way. So he tries to flip it on a competition that everybody is coming for him. The world is coming for him. So you got to get with him. You know what I mean? So it's like people like the villain. People like that type of aura around somebody. And it goes back to my original position. This is like wrestling, yo. It's entertainment. It's not really about hip hop. It's more about, which side can you pick? You know what I mean? When really it's almost like the music and the albums at this point are almost like the afterthought. It's like, okay, well, what are we going to get when these chicks start talking about each other? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so let's get back to it.
Yes.
Ooh,
so basically that 200K first week stat that we just talked about, Nicki Minaj is saying that she's the only person that did it because she doesn't believe that Cardi's numbers are what they are.
God bless her, but it don't matter what she believes. The numbers are the numbers. Cardi sold 205,000. Like, what's the issue here?
Then the tweets continue to go. So Nicki. So at some point, Nicki Minaj is tweeting ABCD, FGEEEE surgery to look like me. Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z RICO fraud and perjury. Now the reason why
that is slick though. That is slick.
If she did that in Nicki's voice, that shit would be trash. Just reading it, it's wild, yo. Nicki talks shit better.
Nicki's funny as hell though. She had me dying.
Cardi talks shit better than what Nicki's doing.
Same time, but notice something, right? You notice it's another. Is this like a Young Money, Cash Money move for all these people to always question people's numbers? Like you notice this trend, right?
It's crazy because they they're known for the numbers. Why are you complaining about other people's
exactly?
Numbers?
It's always every time. It's
Judy don't even do this.
They always question record sales, yo. They always say, "Well, I don't think that's really real." You know what I mean?
That's because that's the only thing they can hang their hat on. Now, I would say Nicki Minaj, when she wants to rap, she can actually rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they that's the only thing they can hang their hat on. Well, at least her and Drake, in my opinion. They can only when it comes now it's got to be about record sales. And because for some reason Drake and her, they feel like no one can ever outsell us. How the hell is Not Like Us so big like this? How did they get that big?
I demand a recount.
We need a recount. Like, yo, it's crazy, man.
They always on that recount shit. Anyway, let's get back to this.
we already knew what she was talking about, but this right here, she's talking about one of Cardi B's songs that she has on her album where she raps just like that. It's called Magnet. Let's take a listen to the Nicki Minaj diss on Magnet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These bitches can fuck with me. These so taste like honeycomb. Talking on my money phone. Shout out to my hood. Throw the pants like Kamala. Got my baby daddy acting like my baby mama,
After I had my kids, I hit a wall I'd never encountered before.
How's that a Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, I didn't hit it.
Where did y'all get that from? Who told y'all that's a Nicki Minaj?
So from what fans grabbed from it, it was the whole shout out to the women wearing the pants in their relationships, because people poke at Nicki Minaj and her relationship, but also
I thought she was talking about her. I thought Cardi was talking about herself.
She,
right after that,
she was,
said
and then she also mentions Kamala. But listen, on the Young Thug,
do you think that was a sub towards Nicki?
Well, Nicki did mention she mentioned that on Twitter.
Yeah.
She mentioned that on Twitter, and she kind of broke down what she meant by that. See, a lot of this stuff is going over their head because people got to understand, just like Kendrick and Drake, this is Kendrick and Drake all over again.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
And I'm not going to speak too much on it, but say Nicki Minaj and, what's the name? Oh, damn. Hold on. Okay. Nicki Minaj and your girl, what's her name? Cardi B.
Cardi, yeah.
That's basically what it is. They having this cold war with each other. That's what it is.
It's exactly what it is. All right, let's get back to it.
On the Young Thug project that just dropped, Cardi B is on a song there, and her feature there, it's also something that fans believe she's going at Nicki Minaj in. Let's take a listen.
How the fuck you laughing when I heard you getting beat on? Gotta pay and wait every trip y'all be on. I'm like, nah, that couldn't be that couldn't be me. No, that couldn't be C. No.
And again, she's implying that Nicki Minaj carries her full relationship. Well, listen, all of the music is here, and they're going back and forth directly online. So I'm just telling you what it's.
This is when people gas things up because this is what they want to see. Y'all want it to be Nicki Minaj. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying this is gas because that could be towards anybody.
I didn't hear from the A, B, C, D, E, F, G one. I didn't hear for that one, and then the second one.
I do think it's a little bit of gas. I'll admit that, but this is. Reese, this is kind of like the Cold War, like we're all waiting for, you know what I mean? But I do think the fans are fueling this more than the Drake and Kendrick thing. But we'll get to that.
What they're saying, she got beat on? Did Nicki get beat on and we don't know?
We don't. No. I don't know that.
We didn't hear anything about that.
But
y'all just making it about Nicki.
That's not obvious that she's talking about her. That's not obvious
at all.
Well, Cardi tweeted in the midst of all of the ABCDEFG surgery and said, "Damn, she was streaming Magnet hard as hell, huh?" And then she responded, "ABCDEFG, your man have to snatch the P word. P word tastes like honeycomb. Your bro be touching 12-year-olds."
Oh damn. So now, oh boy, now we're going there.
That's crazy.
We're going into another PDF situation. Like we haven't heard this one before. So I mean, I don't know what
you're hear it again, and we're gonna hear the pregnancy again. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about you finger in the butt NFL player shit again. Like
she said all that.
She went out. That's when it got personal. And then Nicki went off in like those ABDF CFD brands. Like she went off in like 6 of those. You feel what I'm saying?
It's one thing I can say. It's one thing I can say that when you look at all the tweets, you could see where Cardi said, "Nah, I can't do this no more. Enough is enough." Because she was going wild. Nicki was going crazy.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bruh. Like she was just going off.
She's not gonna stop. But anyway,
she's a maniac, bro.
We'll get back to it.
She also called Nicki Minaj Cocaine Barbie. She also tweeted to Nicki Minaj, why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers. That started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with, and you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. What are you comparing yourself to me for?
That's a very
pause for a second. Because this is why I wonder if that rumor is true that Cardi predicted that this would sell more than Pink Friday 2. Because if that's true, then this tweet's null and void.
Yeah, I hear that. But that is a good point about her, Nicki not selling with her peers. But to be honest with you, what did Sexy Songs for You do? It was like 220K first week, right? Something like that. So, I mean, Pink Friday and that are kind of the same in a way. You know what I mean? The first week. So technically, she is doing the same numbers as Drake, but Rihanna and Taylor Swift, forget about that, man. Forget about that shit.
She should actually name her album Cocaine Barbie. That would be fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's a dope name for an album.
Yeah.
Fire, yes. Cocaine Barbie.
Well, that's actually good because she could play off the whole, am I an addict image. That actually wouldn't be a bad move. You're right about that.
And have a Barbie on the front of a cocaine. Yo, that would be great.
Has Doja Cat ever talked about her sales? Do y'all know?
I don't think so.
Know.
We're going to talk about that album, man.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right, so let's finish this out.
Then Nicki Minaj.
That's a good point, though. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Nicki Pierce should be those people that she named, not the Bardis of the world, even though it's female rap.
But Cardi B is the biggest female rapper right now, so why wouldn't Nicki?
But Nicki should be the biggest. Like Nicki, Nicki should be the icon. Like Nicki should be sitting on the throne, and like she should be on an island by herself.
Right, like Hov wouldn't be going at, let's say, a Future, or Hov wouldn't be going at a Little Baby,
or a Kendrick,
or a Drake. Like they're totally two different classes.
I agree with what y'all are saying, but this has been happening for years.
Hov has given Drake a bar though.
You did?
Yeah.
It wasn't there like a thing with Jay-Z and Future at one point?
But they did
no,
records
it was
with each
Future
other.
going at Jay-Z. Wasn't there? Remember
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I never heard. Yeah, I never heard. I don't know.
Oh, no, it was the conversation about do you play Jay-Z or Future in the club? And Jay-Z is not as relevant as Future because people said they don't play Jay-Z in the club.
What that got to do with Jay-Z?
I mixed it up. But anyway, let me get back to Cardi and Nicki Minaj. Now, I get what y'all are saying, but I do feel like if Nicki here and she gonna play, she gotta shoot where it's big at, and that's where Cardi B is. Cardi B is the biggest. So she then also tweeted out some photos. She's now calling Cardi B Barney B, and Barney B has been trending since she said it. She put Barney B's face.
That is funny though. I'm not gonna stunt.
Yo,
this
Cardi
is why
B,
I said
Cardi B.
These women don't look at competition.
But I got a question though. I don't get the
competition by numbers. And
I don't get the Barney reference though.
Somebody posted a picture.
Nah, you didn't see the Barney pic?
Somebody posted a pic.
I saw the pic, but I never got the reference like Barney.
Because it's Cardi B. They say it's Cardi
B,
Barney. Cardi Barney. She looks like Barney.
Okay.
It's just
I roll with it. I mean, the picture is funny, but the reference, I'm like, all right, okay, I'll go with it.
Cardi Barney.
I mean, hey, it didn't have to be over the head, but hey, to be used for Barney, I mean, it makes sense.
It was fun, when I seen it. I laughed hard.
And that's the thing. I don't even think Cardi's bigger than Nicki right now, even though I prefer to listen to Cardi. Nicki's still bigger technically because they go by the numbers.
Yeah, I would say that. She has the bigger fan base, I still think. But yeah, we'll close this out.
On Barney B. Cardi's face on Barney. She also put Rock Nation Jay-Z with the pink wig and the crying emoji. And the reason why she keeps putting Jay-Z and Cardi B together, because when Cardi dropped Imaginary Players, or mentioned before it even came out that she was going to drop it, this was in the midst of Nicki Minaj doing all of the Bling Rock Nation, and people felt like Cardi getting the okay to do Imaginary Players was Jay-Z choosing sides with Cardi B because of the obvious beef.
You know what? So
do you think that's a reach? You think Jay-Z really did that?
What on whose part is the reach?
I can kind of understand
the
why
Imaginary Players sample, right? Just to spite Nicki Minaj to big up Cardi B.
I can kind of understand if she feels that, but that doesn't make it true though.
I'm gonna tell you like this: anybody that works with Jay-Z, she's shooting at, man. It doesn't matter whether it's a reach or not. She don't care who you is. She's shooting at you. You work with Jay-Z, she's coming at you, bro.
I'm gonna make a comparison later, Reese, and we're gonna talk about that because she's doing what a former rapper that we all know used to do. But we'll talk about it.
Crazy about this. None of those people that can put all those things together can do basic math.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a
Probably
basic
fail
math.
math,
When y'all
fail
kids come to
calculus.
y'all
No.
with y'all math homework, y'all be confused as hell, but y'all can add up all of this foolishness. You know what
Yeah.
I say? Get in the
Yeah, okay. So hold on. Uh, so yeah, so basically Charlemagne said at the end, just get in the booth. And I agree. Just do diss records and go at each other. But we'll get to that. Hold on. So all right, so this is my question, fellas. Is this type of energy or beef really good for hip hop culture and really good for the music? You know what I mean? Like, is this really what we need? And it's like I said, I kept making a reference. Female hip hop, mainstream female hip hop is WWE. Male, real hip hop, lyrical hip hop is like the NFL. That's real competition versus fake competition that all they're trying to do is build up brands and build up fan bases that really in the end of the day may not even listen to the albums like that. They might like a couple Cardi and Nicki songs, but they like them just because they go at each other and they're on a higher platform to say, you know, the ratchet shit back and forth to each other. It's almost like the music is now an afterthought almost, and like the online beef is what people really live for. Is this really good for hip hop?
You go first, bro.
Beef is never good. No. But it's gonna be here. It's almost becoming an element. That's the scary part.
Yeah,
Has beef turned into an element in hip hop? We can't even say music anymore
yeah, that's true.
because bringing up personals on both sides, yeah,
You
it's
know,
here.
you know, you know when you say I think that this kind of what you said about the NFL, the female hip hop is WWE. I would more
Yeah,
say that the female hip hop is WWE, and the male hip hop would be UFC, in my opinion. Um,
that's a good reference.
but
Well,
Hold
male
the
hip
mic.
hop is boxing.
yeah, boxing.
Yeah, I
The,
got
the
you.
thing about it is when he just said is actually true. What you said that it's become an element. I think people nowadays there's nothing they didn't hear before. You can literally say somebody is a PDF right there, and no one cares anymore. So now you got people who are trying to up the ante and say these things, but these things are not even. It doesn't even matter to people anymore. We have been desensitized to everything. Before,
That's true.
if somebody said that somebody was on cocaine, people would be like, "Yo, you use coke? That's crazy." But now people are like,
Is
"Oh well,
cocaine
whatever."
really good for the culture? Let's read the question like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think that it got to the point where beef in hip hop now is like he said, it's just it's a it has to be there now. Like it really
but
just
see
it's
this,
just there.
but see, this is the thing that I'm trying to separate. Like, I'm not saying competition is a problem because that's what you want as
Yeah.
far as who's the best. But we would say who's the best through the music. Like, keep going back to Jay-Z and Nas. Now they had the most, I mean, probably the most personal beef you can get before we got to Kendrick and Drake. But the thing about it is, they backed it up with classic albums. They backed it up
Yeah.
with the music, with the catalog. Now it's like we just want to get to the beef and hear what these chicks are going to say about each other, and we just listen to a few songs. But we're just going to be Team Cardi or Team Nicki and just say what we are based on what they do on social media and their image and who they are. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the music is slowly becoming like the lesser part of the overall competition between these chicks.
Well, you have to understand where they're fighting at. They're fighting on social media. So
Yeah,
if they're fighting on social media, they're going to give everybody what they want to hear. Now, whether they do the music or not, I honestly think that Nicki Minaj is going to do music. That's just what I believe, because I think she just been waiting for her time to do something. But as far as all the other people go, it's all about the drama back and forth on social media.
Yeah.
See, before back then, what social media wasn't as big, so they kind of had to do the records. Now these people feel like they don't have to do the records right away because they could just argue on social media. They can talk on Twitter, and that's a diss record right there to them. Oh shit! You see what Nicki
That's
said?
true.
The car.
That
You
is
get what
true.
I'm
I
saying?
do think the younger generation looks at it that way. Now, Ansem, you brought up the Ice Spice situation. So apparently there was I don't have the actual video, but apparently from what I heard, Cardi B had threatened Ice Spice's manager or something like that. Because like she was really gonna fight Ice Spice and shit over something said over BET Awards or something
I
like
heard
that.
I heard the whole thing. I can tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was Cardi B was talking about Ice Spice about Sexy Red, and she said that Sexy Red should have won the award, and
BET
Ice Spice got
award,
mad. Right? She got mad. Sexy Red. Cardi B crashed out. I mean, like I heard the whole thing. Like she really went
she
crazy.
did. It
I'm gonna
was
punch her in the face. I'm gonna beat her ass. I did a video to it. They literally deleted the whole video. They took my whole video down. The whole video. You know what I'm saying? Like just deleted the whole thing. Because she was really threatening her. She was like, I'm a beat her ass, I'm gonna punch her in the face, like all this stuff. And I think she just beat a case or something like that. So what happened was they go on Twitter and the manager, Ice Spice manager said, I didn't leak that. But my thing is, why was you saying all that? And then you get mad because it got leaked. You said it though. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, we know what type of personality Cardi B got. In a way, her and Nicki are the same person. They crash out the same way. They have their tantrum moments. You know what I mean?
Attitudes. So you said they have similar attitudes.
Yeah, Cardi B may be a little bit more of an edge to her because she was in the streets. You know, Nicki was in the streets, but Cardi was in the streets.
Did y'all ever hear the call? Nicki Minaj on the phone. I think it was Lotto. Did you ever hear that call?
What Nicki made to Lotto?
No, she was on the phone, and it's a leak call. It's online. I'll send it to you if I fucking find it. And bro, I just put it to you like this, man. I see why a lot of people don't like Nicki Minaj, bro. She's a demon, bro. She had these girls apologizing to her. I'm sorry, Nicki. I would never, because you know what you did, right? Like talking to them like they're little girls. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
But you need no.
And apparently, Carly just apologized to Lotto.
Yeah, well, that's the thing because Lotto and her, they just did a song together, and Cardi basically said, "Oh, I'm not a pussy like Lotto." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not going because Lotto and Ice Spice, they had their little thing and they kind of patch it up. And Cardi's like, yo, I'm the wrong one. I'm not the one to be dealing with that. Like I'm not Lotto, and that's why she apologized to Lotto to let her know that. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Nicki, she mobbed up. She was in the studio. She had one video. She was in the studio with like 50 niggas, dog. Like. And they was like had guns and all types of shit going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is how I really get down. Before I get to the Cardi and Nicki thing, right?
Yeah.
See, this is my problem, Reese. You know who I want to see Nicki is trying to be, and I think she's failing at it. She's trying to be 50 Cent. She thinks she is the female 50 Cent. And I think she's failing at it.
It don't work for her. Because 50 never brought his attitude even in all the beefs he's been in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one big difference. Also, music was always the forefront.
Yeah.
Until pretty much 50 Cent stopped rapping. And that's when he focused more on Instagram to like diss Meek Mill. From that point on, he was just more social media than anything. But before that, 50 still proved this point through the music.
It's right about that. You're right about that.
No, I think you're absolutely correct about that. I think that Nicki Minaj, I think she likes to fight with her back against the wall. I think she does this on purpose sometimes. I think to put so much pressure on herself. So when she drops something, people go and listen. I don't think Nicki Minaj hasn't been good for a long time to me. You know what I'm saying? I think her
I'm with
last
you
album
on
wasn't
that.
really that good. Like she hasn't been good for a while, so she got to show and prove. I think that even though I really didn't like her last couple albums, she is one of the females that rap a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, but I personally think that I just think that Nicki Minaj is wasting her time. Like you already won the game. Why are you out here still trying to fight like you still in the
I'm,
game? You won already.
I'm glad you brought that up. Great segue, because now that we have this going on, is Cardi and Nicki, are they the next Drake and Kendrick?
Or is it?
Who would be Kendrick in this scenario?
I don't know who is
In
who.
general, just in general.
I don't know. You tell
The
me.
only
Um,
reason
But
why I
are
say
they the
Nicki
next
is Drake,
mega battle to go
okay, all
back
right,
and
that's a
forth
good
with
one.
each
Yeah,
other?
not
okay,
that,
yeah.
because Cardi isn't Kendrick or Drake.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Also, even if you say Nicki is more Drake than she is Kendrick, a better comparison to Nicki would be Wayne.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like Nicki is Wayne, because you brought up that
I
Young
don't
Money
think
company.
I'm putting them in the roles of Drake
I
versus
know what you're
Kendrick.
saying. You're talking about as
The
female hip hop
overall
figures. I
situation,
know.
is this going to spark off the next, mega battle where we got a song from Nicki, we got a song from Cardi, we got
No,
this, that, and forth.
it
We
won't
got a
happen.
back and forth that's gonna go
This
on.
because these tweets is the battle.
Yeah, it already happened.
Facts.
That's the reason why it's not. These
That's
tweets
why I
is the
said
battle.
the tweets is the battle. It already
Yeah.
happened already. I think that if Nicki come out with a diss song, we're not gonna be that surprised. If she dropped a diss song today, we'll be more surprised. We waiting all the way until March. We're not gonna be surprised. It's gonna be, oh, she dissed Cardio. Okay,
I
we're
got
here.
it.
You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
it is, and we're gonna get to our next point about diss records, but for whatever reason, Nicki has not impressed me as far as a battle or making diss records. Like I know she put out the Bigfoot on Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't think that was all that. I didn't think that was that good, to be honest with you. And I don't think even when Remy Ma went back at her, and Remy Ma's song was kind of like just a
She
freestyle.
thought was dope.
But the thing
She
is, the response from Nicki Minaj really wasn't all that good. It wasn't impressive to me. Like, my point is, where has Nicki proven that she can body another chick? I think she bodied Iggy Azalea way back when, but she's insignificant to me. Like, what
what
do
do y'all
y'all?
got for Nicki and Kim back in the days?
But
You
did
know what
they
I'm
do
saying?
actual diss records on each other?
Yes. Tragedy.
But was it good?
Yeah. You
Okay,
never heard the tragedy song by Nicki and Lil Kim responded on the Pharoah Monch Simon Says beat?
I gotta go back. It was so long ago, bro.
But that's
Yeah,
what I, but
they
that's what
had
but
a
that's what
little
I've been
battle.
saying.
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj has fought every girl, bro, from the
The battle
beginning till
actually
now,
started
bro.
by a song that was supposed to be Birdman featuring Little Kim and Nicki Minaj, but some LL Cool J 4321 type of stuff happened in that song that caused a beat between those two.
oh, okay.
You remember that?
It was so long ago, bro. All I remember
For
is,
everybody, bro.
yeah,
Like, what's the difference between Nicki battling Kim at those times compared to Nicki battling Cardi right now? Number one, like I said, the tweets are the battle.
that's a good
Mm.
point. That's a good point.
But the thing about Nicki, I never, I never seen anybody in the history of music outside of 50 Cent, maybe, but that was just in a small span of time. It wasn't like she did this throughout her whole career, all the way up until now.
Yeah,
She's still beefing with the girls. It's like,
Every
why are you
one.
still beefing with all the girls? Like every one of them, she had problem with, bro. All the top girls. And then she don't have problem with Icy Spicy, but that's because they cool. Man. Still
Well,
annoying.
not so fast. They allegedly had beef because Ice Spice was supposed to sign to her, and the
Yeah.
deal got mixed.
There
Yeah,
you go, bro.
yeah.
It's all over right
That was
there.
real. I thought it was just some rumor shit. That was really supposed to happen.
It's supposedly, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I don't see them in photo ops with each other no more. So
You don't see Nicki with nobody because
I'll let you tell it.
Nicki don't care.
So now that we're gonna get
Crazy.
to the whole diss record situation, before that, you know, this weekend, before all of the drama dropped off with Cardi B, Nicki announced that she had the first single from her new album dropping. And the new single, and I'm gonna share a Twitter feed right here. It's called "The Straw That Breaks the Camel Broke the Camel's Back." She said, "I unlock number 2 next week. Surprises, lots of people, and you Barbs, shouting out the Barbs or whatnot." And the album release is 6 months away. So with that, and of course, we don't need to go over the whole situation because it seems like Nicki been going at Jay-Z and Rock Nation like every other week. She got a tweet on Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Desiree Perez. Is Nicki really going to drop a diss record on Jay-Z? Do you feel that's really coming? And do you think this record is really going to make waves? That's the next question.
All right, so remember what I told you that this girl is very intelligent. A lot of people ain't gonna get what that means. Straw that broke the camel's back.
Joe Camel, the reference some
Joe
Nas
Camel
way
would
back
be
then. Yep, I got
Nas.
it.
You get what I'm saying? Again, you would because you smart. Most people ain't gonna understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that me seeing that, yeah, she definitely dissing Jay-Z. That's a 100% dissing Jay-Z. 100%.
Okay.
The straw that broke the camel's back. So I'm fed up.
Well, if that's the case, how does this play out?
Oh, she gonna get smoked. Come on.
See, I got a theory. I got a theory behind it, right?
Yeah.
So the original rumor was Jay-Z was dropping this summer. He's just gonna drop some new music, and then all of a sudden, I think Cash Cobain set out and said Jay-Z's working on something amazing, blah blah blah. So Jay-Z came out himself and said, "I don't have any music planned. I wish people would quiet that down." But I actually think Jay-Z does have something cooking up. And I think Nicki's people caught wind of that. And I think Jay-Z, I think she's trying to get ahead of the game because I think Jay-Z may be coming with something, I'd say maybe around the end of the year. Maybe early February or what have you, around Grammy time. That's why Nicki's trying to build up the promo for this album. And I think she's trying to get ahead of it. You know what I mean? I think Jay-Z's trying to keep it quiet right now. But you can't tell me, and we all know Jay-Z. I mean, we've listened to Jay-Z for over 30 years now, all of us, right? I can't see Jay-Z taking all this shit, coming at him week after week, all of this petty shit lying down. I mean, Jay-Z usually has some clever bars, something ready. And I think this is Nicki's way of saying, you ain't gonna do that to me. You ain't gonna 1-bar, 2-bar me and laugh it off. I'm coming for your neck.
Now, remember what you said about Cardi B and Nicki being the next Drake? I think if this battle play out, this would be probably just as big as Kendrick and Drake. If they go back and forth, this is gonna be a big deal. Which I don't think Jay-Z is gonna go back and forth with Nicki Minaj. But I'm telling you right now, if Jay-Z says anything remotely close to a diss, you're gonna hear 10 Nicki records, and she's gonna go crazy. She's gonna go crazy because she's going
I'll give you
crazy
one
now. The
better
man
reason.
ain't saying nothing.
I think Nicki is so obsessed with this dude. I think she has like 10 Jay-Z records. Maybe
Keep
not
in
10.
mind, he already was on the Band from New Orleans remix from Wayne's album.
And that was trash.
Exactly.
That was so trash, that bar. Talking about
NFL to call me.
Yeah, you should have called me for the Super Bowl. Oh my God, that was garbage.
Yo, that's great.
But I put it to you like this: if she gets in that spotlight, it better be good. You better not fuck up. That's all I got to say.
But boy, people really take it serious though.
Listen, if you get one lined by Jay-Z, forget about it, bro.
You said, I think people gonna take it serious?
Yeah, you think people really would take it serious?
Well, Nicki Minaj,
they didn't take Band from New Orleans.
They're gonna take it serious. I'm going to say like this: if she do a full-fledged diss on Jay-Z, it's gonna be everywhere, bro. They're gonna take her serious. She has over 100 million followers, bro. Even if she get half of that, her fan base.
And you know she's gonna do the social media thing, get the barbs on Jay-Z, like it ain't happened already. But the one thing I always say is they levels to this shit. Like Nicki's big, you're not Jay-Z big. Like, come on, Jay-Z talks to Barack Obama. Like, who are you? Like, what are you, Nicki? Like, really? Like Jay-Z, I put it to you like this: Nicki can come with a diss record, a hard diss record too. Jay-Z will come with one verse, and they will be talking about that one verse, dissing Nicki Minaj for a whole year.
One bar.
She better know, she better have her ducks lined up. Like, she better plan this out strategically as to know what she wants. She's doing it right. If this is her real plan, that's all I got to say.
I said one bar because you know how Future got that one bar shot at him on the first song on 444.
Yo,
just one bar.
I'll do you one better. 50 Cent. I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent? 50 could never, from that one bar, before 50 blew up, 50 could never come at Jay like that.
But then again, Be a Gentleman was hard.
Yeah.
So the music still stood out. Not
the
shit talking that
the way that
I'm not saying Jay-Z affected 50's career, but he could never take out Jay-Z. Jay-Z up that one bar, Jay-Z never had to respond to 50 Cent ever. Every time 50 come at Jay, everybody was in the comments, I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?
You're right.
With the thing about Jay-Z is you have to be just lyrically better than him. It's certain people that Jay couldn't get that off for him because they can always come back and do something. And we all know who did that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is with Jay. If you're not lyrically gifted, because the thing about people don't understand, Jay-Z raps, he downplays his raps, but when he wants to be lyrical, he can be like Nas. He can be lyrical. Like I done heard songs where Jay-Z was extremely lyrical.
The only person that could take out Jay-Z, I already did, and that's Nas. Really. If you want to say Eminem, maybe I could give you that. But outside of that, I mean, Drake. I'm be honest with Drake.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with this topic.
Drake definitely can't do that. I mean Drake, no. And Drake tried. Drake tried. He tried hard. It would be interesting to see if Kendrick ever came.
That's why I said I wouldn't go Jay.
If Kendrick ever came with Jay, it would be interesting. But I don't even think Kendrick could do it. Seriously, Jay-Z is that clever. He's that so far ahead of you. And see, people forget about this. Everybody said, "Oh well, he ain't rapped in 7-8 years or whatever." But Jay-Z was his most lyrical he's ever been. When did that Jay Electronica thing come out? Like 2020, 2019, something like that.
Around that range.
Yeah. That was when Jay-Z was like rapping last. Yo, he was like at his most lyrical point on that album. Yeah. He did like 6 features and smoked to do the whole album. That's Jay Electronica. So just imagine what he could do with other master lyricists or against them. You know what I mean? I don't believe the Jay lost the step thing whatsoever. You know what I mean? So
well, he is on Jay's on his new album, even though I think those songs was already out already. But his new album just came out last Friday, I think. And Jay, he got 2 Jay features on there. But I think those songs were from the last album.
They were older, yeah.
So,
but do y'all think just Jay album really going to come out, or is he going to wait for Nas to come out first and then come after that? Because Jay ain't thinking about Nicki.
I don't think Jay waiting on a timetable. Jay moves on his own timetable. He's Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Jay-Z is hands down the biggest rapper, like right now, dog. I mean, the man is worth what is it? $3 billion, $2 billion. You know what I mean? You want to say Drake is more popular, all right, whatever, but he's not Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z just has that aura about him, and it's gonna be that would be really interesting. But Reese, I'm kind of with you, man. I kind of, in a way, kind of want to see this.
The battle?
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this.
I'm intrigued now.
We never had this female version.
Now, do you feel that this Cardi Nicki battle could be more Drake versus Kanye?
I don't know about
that. That's interesting. It could be.
Kanye and Drake, Nicki and Cardi.
Like Nicki's in the
Kanye in the same popularity as Jay.
Yeah, well, they beef, but they really didn't beef. They took like little sub shots at each other, and that was more of like a business beef, kind of. Yeah. And they had to fake peace up and all that, but they never really fuck with each other. So,
who, Kanye and Drake?
Yeah.
No, they really beef. It wasn't no.
No, they really hate each other, but I'm saying about on wax, like as far as songs.
The original version of Life of the Party was a diss to Drake.
He did Drake did a diss talking about he fucked his wife. You remember that song?
Yeah.
And then Kanye said, "You read my address." The bridal, what's it called? Something 900 bridal lane. There's a diss song.
I don't remember the title. I just remember a song like that. Yeah. And of course, Duppy, the very first line. He just
all I remember is that's the thing about it. Like Duppy Freestyle, Drake tried to basically take shots at Kanye while dissing Pusha T, and it really didn't go well. But hey, I give you that. But here's the thing, Reese. Like, is the Nicki Cardi thing going to be more like a Drake and Kanye deal? I can see that more than a Kendrick versus Drake.
I get what you're saying. I was saying that I don't know why I thought y'all was comparing them Cardi was in the class of either Kanye or Drake. I'm like, nah, that's not.
Yeah, so
no, I know what you're saying. I know what y'all saying.
But I get it. So all right, so the last topic. So right now, and I want to get to the Doja Cat album. I didn't listen to the whole thing. It's called V. I'm gonna do a full review, probably do that this weekend, but it's real 80s inspired, and I like it. She's like singing / rapping on every song. I like the vibe. She's spitting bars. She's got concepts and all of that. I think Doja is kind of the unsung kind of female in all of this, but I think in a way it's kind of smart because she has her fan base, she has her following all to her own, and she kind of doesn't get involved with this, Nicki Cardi shit and all of that. Now, there's a stigma about her. She's not really a rapper. She's a pop star that raps, which I don't get why. But this is my thing. Okay, so now that we lined it up, and Reese, I know you want to probably say something about the Doja album. As far as mainstream hip hop is concerned, who do you think is really the best one, the number one artist and the best for the culture going forward?
All right, okay. So this is what I'm gonna say about Doja's album. I listened to Doja's album since it came out. I'm still listening to it. It's a classic.
Yeah.
The album's a classic, bro. Hands down.
Okay.
It's a 10 out of 10, bro. Every song on that album is better than Scarlet. Scarlet was fire. I'm not gonna lie, I like Scarlet.
Oh, I need to hear this album.
This album is fire, bro.
Yeah, it's dope. I listened to about 7 songs. It's pretty good, yo.
Every song is fire.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm not gonna compare, because I look at Doja Cat as the female Weekend to me. She's like the female Weekend. I don't
Okay.
really compare her to these other girls because from what I see, they can't do what she do. None of them can do
She's a
what she
far
do.
better artist, artistically.
She's like
Right.
artistically, she's. I know people give her slack for sounding like Nicki a little bit, but I don't care about her because her content,
It's
the
much better.
concepts is much better on what she's
Much
talking
better.
about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell she's musically inclined, but Doechii, I like Doechii a lot. I don't think Doechii should be put in this category yet because she doesn't have an official album yet. We have to hear that. Which she does have. Alligators Don't Bites Don't Heal. That is a classic too. I think that's a very good
But that's
album.
the album though.
Well, no, they
That's the
said it's a
debut.
mixtape.
It was
That's a good
initially
thing.
a mixtape
You
turn
know what I'm saying?
album.
Oh, are they doing
Yeah,
that
so,
shit
yeah.
again?
Once
Mixtape.
they
I think
added
it's corny.
anxiety, that's when they
Yeah.
made an official
That's when
album.
they made it. Yeah, I think it's corny that they doing that, but that's what it is. But even
I
if
don't believe it.
let's just say
It's
that
the album, bro.
let's just say that yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel the same way. Let's just say
Yeah.
that is. Then I could put her in there, but I'm not gonna I'm not putting Doja with them, bro. I'm not. I'm just gonna put
Okay.
them three because I think that Doja to me is already far gone. She's already a legend to me. It's over
Yeah.
for her. She got multiple great albums. Like
Yeah.
if you ask me, her catalog is better than all of theirs. That's just my
Okay.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? So now as far as Nicki has to show improve. She has to show improve, even though she did. But her last album wasn't that good to me. The album before that wasn't that great either. So she got to kind of show improve. The one with Chun Li,
Nicki
like
Nicki ain't been great since the early 2010s to me. She's been decent. She'll pop up on a feature here, a verse here or there, maybe a song, but she's kind of like the female Drake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She kind of lost steam, and I think these social media beefs are keeping her, keeping her going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Giving her that momentum that she needs from the bars. So Lance, I don't know what you think. What you think, Anson?
Now, before Scarlet, the only Doja album I've heard was Hot Pink, and I didn't like that album.
Yeah, that's
So
pop. That's a
maybe I
real
need to
pop.
hear more. Yeah, maybe I need to hear more of the rest of her albums. But if you're saying that this new album is better than Scarlet, I can't make a decision yet. I mean, I haven't heard anything better than Alligator. The Alligator album, but at the same time, I wouldn't put Doja in these three yet neither because it was kind of odd that just one song just puts her in this category. I do kind of find that being odd, even though it's an old song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this happened to be like a Section 80 situation. Like
Yeah.
a mixtape just became so hard, it just eventually became an album. Or it was still promoted as a mixtape, but it's being looked at as an album. Like what's his name? Chance the Rapper's album. Coloring Book?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like on that level. But yeah, it ain't ready to put Doji with those other three yet, but it can happen. Right now, I still say between Cardi and Nicki when it comes to that type of popularity for those type of females and that fan base. And I only say Nicki just because Cardi did because of they think more about numbers and stuff like that. Musically, you Maurice may be right. Doja may be better than everyone on here. I just
Yeah.
need to hear it. I didn't like Hot Pink. Scarlet was fire.
Yeah, you could tell. Like the thing about Doja Cat that I respect a lot is I could see we all. I've been following Doja Cat when she was on Periscope, when she was just rapping every Friday night before she was big. She only had like
Yeah.
53 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And she kept saying, "I'm gonna do a song that's so corny, everybody gonna like it." She said, "Watch," and then she dropped that song, "Bitch, I'm a cow, don't moo," and then everybody loved the song. And she said that song's gonna blow up. She did that on purpose because she said, "Well, people don't really respect bars; they just want to hear corny shit." And then when she got in there, she started doing a
Yeah.
whole bunch of music that people couldn't think like she really could fucking sing. Like I'm like, damn,
So
I didn't know
that's
she could
basically
sing
what
this.
Hot Pink was. Exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? She did
Yeah.
things on purpose. But when you hear the Scarlet album is fire. You hear this album, it don't sound like the Scarlet album.
Okay.
It sounds like an 80s album, but she's rapping on it and she's singing. But the songs are put together so well. I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
What I
because
like
I didn't
about
really
her is what I like
yeah,
about Doja is she comes with a different concept every single album. It's almost to me like she's kind of like the new Kendrick Lamar, the female
yeah,
version of that, where conceptually she's different on every album.
yeah,
So I like that. See, I'm all about, are you going to bring something new to the female rap game? We know what Cardi and Nicki bring to the table, and they're going to bring what supports their brand, which is
yeah.
like, all right, I get it. Like even the last Cardi album that just dropped or whatever, Am Out of Drama, it's decent to me. You know what I mean? Is it maybe a little better than the last Nicki project? Probably, but we know what they're gonna do. Like I'm about the females that are really gonna take it to the next level and do something that is really gonna push the culture forward. You know, so that's why I'm with you with Doja, man. Like that, she's probably my number one if I had to make a choice right now.
You know what you said earlier. I'm gonna tell you how that affects everything.
Yeah,
You see, Doja just dropped the album, which is a super phenomenal album. But you know,
yeah,
everybody's only talking about the beef between Cardi and Nicki on
yeah,
tweets, but
yeah.
nobody cares about actual music. And this is what this girl is
That's my
putting out,
problem.
actual music. You get what
That's
I'm
my
saying? So
problem.
that goes to the point what you're saying about the WWE thing, because it's like, okay,
Yeah,
you got somebody out here that just dropped a damn near classic, and y'all talking about this? like, like what are
yeah,
we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
get what you're saying with that part.
yeah, man. So thanks for joining me, fellas. We're gonna come back with some new content. I will have a Doja Cat review. I'm trying to get to that at the end of the week. Um, and fellas, we need to start having like more of a roundtable discussion, like a monthly, roundup of like the top albums out there. I mean, I know 2025 has been a good year. You know what I mean? I know I got Alfredo, Let God Sort Him Out, the Raekwon album. There are a lot of good albums out. So I think we need to start getting together, start doing that doing our top albums every month. And we have a podcast probably like, I don't know, like on a Wednesday night, middle of the month or something. So I don't know if you guys are with that, but
I have a
Yeah,
question
let
for
me know.
y'all before we leave.
yeah, what up?
Do you feel like Maurice? Do you feel that Easy the Block Captain has pushed Remy out of this conversation? Because Remy has still put down a couple songs here and there, especially when she has allegedly dissed Clarissa Shields and Miss Hustle. Do you feel like Easy
Um,
the Block Captain removed Remy from this?
I actually know Easy personally. That's crazy.
Oh wow.
That's my boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know him personally. Do I think that he pushed her out? I think he do kind of got her head fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. Like he definitely, I don't know what he did, but he did something to her. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know, but I did see that. I didn't listen to the song, but I did see. Cause see, the thing is about Remy. I think the problem with her lies in is she got so caught up in this whole thing that she kind of forgot. Now people looking at her again, like WWE, people looking at her just for what she's got to say, not actually what she rapping. Nobody really don't care about what she rapping. They just care about. She said she gonna pull a gun on her and shoot her and all this shit. She literally said
All
that
right.
she's gonna shoot Carissa Shields.
yeah, that's wild, yo.
After she made a video saying women need to fight again.
Like, wow.
Thinking about that, yo, what's the deal? Are they still like legally married, or are they going through a divorce? Like, what's up with that deal?
I think they
It's no
still
different
legally
from
married.
Cardi Offset.
Yeah, I think they
One
still
But
person
see,
legally
trying
here's
to
my
get
married.
the divorce
thing,
out the
though.
way, the other one's holding it back.
Here's my thing. Cardi officially filed for divorce last year. Offset's not signing the papers, but
Because
I
he
know
was
why
heavy
he's
in
not
demand.
signing.
That's why.
I know why he's not signing the papers because, I, well, me personally, I don't think the dude pays his taxes or whatever. So he's trying to cover up in order to get a case, not get a case. So,
Damn, damn.
but I don't. But to me, they're divorced. That's just my opinion. But I know what you're talking about. I get it.
Yeah. But so I honestly don't know what's really going on. I haven't talked to Easy in a minute, but I don't know what's going on with him and
Easy, the Block Captain's actually battling New Jersey Twerk
they
late
battled
late
before.
October.
They
I
battled
remember.
Yeah,
before.
but now they doing a 3-rounder sometime next month.
Yeah. They battled on Gates of the Garden.
Wasn't that
That's
the
funny.
battle where Twerk exposed Easy's girl?
Yeah, what's her name? What was her name? What is that girl name? I know the girl's name. Do. The girl, her name's Do. Dick
Now,
Jones.
since you like the new Doja album more than Scarlet, would you put it in the Let God Sort 'Em Out?
Oh yeah, no, that album
Alfredo?
definitely that album definitely in my top 10 of album of this year.
I want to
100%.
check it then. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yes, it definitely is.
I'm gonna finish the rest of it. I'm gonna get to my review this weekend of that.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap up for the night. Thanks for joining us. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews, and I will catch up with y'all soon. All right, peace.
Peace.